Right, so the first tune, 8 tunes in 8 keys, is done. This is the final version of Cherokee Shuffle in the key of D. So there we go, that was it in D. It actually works very nicely in D. No real surprises there. D's always all right to play in. Lots of nice low growly stuff in there. So I hope you'll enjoy learning this one. So before we look at the melody then, let's learn the chords. So we've got D to B minor, G, D, D, A, D. I'm doing an A7 actually there, just a simpler change, and it's perfectly acceptable to do that there as well. So that's the A part. The B part then is G, D, G, D, G, D, D, to B minor, G, A, D, G, and repeat. Playing again here because I've got it written out again, but I don't need to. So those are your chords. So we're in D, nice and comfortable on the guitar, nothing too awkward in here. It's all mostly down the neck as well, this version, out of second position. Brief little journey up there, but nothing too awkward. I've put lots of hammer-ons into this. Most of them actually go across the beats. So if you got 1 and 2 and 3, so you got 1 and 2 and 3. So you're kind of doing it, the hammer actually comes onto the beat and you do the, so you strike the upstroke but not the down. I like the feel that that tends to give it, but one thing that you might like to try and do with this is take a look at where I've put those in. You can choose to use those positions or not, but then try moving where you're putting those hammer-ons to maybe move them across to the point where they can be a pull-off, or there might be a different place you could put a hammer-on or a pull-off, and see how that actually makes it sound. It can really change the feel of a tune by doing that, so it's a nice little thing to play around with. If I was playing this just not reading from the arrangement I've written out, then no doubt I would be putting them in all sorts of different places. However, I will try and keep to what I've written for those of you that are looking at that. But it can be quite a nice little thing to try if you've come up with an arrangement, you're pretty close to being happy with it, but maybe thinking, oh, how can I change up the feel of this just slightly? The other thing I've done in this is, because this works quite nicely in 2 octaves, the same as the C version, particularly that B part, I've dropped down just for a little bit of the B part, whereas in the other arrangements I've done of this, I've done like the same B part and then repeat pretty much. With this one I've done a little bit of a variation for the second time round it, just because I really liked that lower octave but didn't want it the whole time. So yeah, so watch out for that. If you like to look at tab when you're learning tunes, then you can go onto my Patreon site. The link will be in the description below this video, where you can download the tab and the backing track for this tune, as well as loads of other stuff as well. However, if that's not your thing, then just continue on to watch the next bit of this video and we can learn it that way. Starting with the A part then, we're going to start with the hammer on here. So down, hammer, down, up, down, hammer. I'm using second and third finger there. So I've shifted up a bit and then back down, 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 up, hammer, up, down, up, down, up. Next bit. So down, hammer, still in the second position, down, up, hammer, up, down with a slide, down, sliding third to fourth fret, and then so down, up with your second finger there, slide, up, down, reach back, slide, up, down, shift down, hammer, down, slide, down, up on the first finger. So going into that next bit, so you got the down, slide, down, up, hammer. So down, up, hammer, up, down, slide, down, up. And repeat. To go into the repeat, instead of starting there, we're going to do a pull off instead. Pull off instead of hammer on. And then you're into the beginning again. Going second time round. Down, up, hammer, up, down, up. And then we're going to pull off. Up, down, hammer, up, down, hammer, down, slide, down, up. Let's lead into the next bit. So down, up, pull off, up, down, hammer, up, down, hammer, down, slide, down, up, leading into the next bit, down, up, down. So that's slide on there. Second finger, up, down, and then reaching up there, down, up, so down, slide, down. For some reason I've gone for that with my first finger. You can do second if you want to, but for me first is comfortable. And then down, slide, down. Next bit. So lots of similarity there. Down, up, hammer, up, down, hammer, down, up, hammer. So that leading down, up, hammer, up, down, hammer, down, picking across there. Next bit. So down, up, hammer, up, down, shift back, hammer, up, down, slide, down, up. Going into the second time round the B part, this is the lower version. So down, up, hammer, down, up, hammer, down, hammer, down, up. And then go into that bit. So down, up, hammer, down, pull off, down, slide, down. You can either do that with your third finger or second finger. Then you've got a bigger stretch back, it's up to you. And then down, slide, down, up, slide, up, down. And then down, up. Or you might have got, if you've got that nice and neat, you probably want to do that on your first finger. to position for that. Down, up, and then I think this from then on is the same. That's the same as the ending of the first time round, and then basically the same there as well. Down, up, hammer, up, down, up, hammer, up, down, 2, down. That's it. So take a little bit of time to get that under your fingers, and once you have, let's try playing it through slowly together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So that's it. Thanks for following along so far with this series. I'm looking forward to starting work on the next tune now, so keep checking back to see what that will be.